Alright, back here with another Rough Drafts. It's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and we are heading into the last of the Kamigawa drafts. So this is full block Kamigawa, champions, betrayers, saviors. One more time with the format full of horrible cards. What's a rare? Kitsune Mystic. At the beginning of your end step, if Kitsune Mystic is enchanted by 2 or more auras, flip it, and then you can move auras around. Not really exciting. Burgrafter is fine-ish. Renflash kills half the things in the format. This thing's probably decent. This is probably decent. I'm also interested in this Honden. Basically just 5 mana, draw a card every turn. And if we get back like this Honden somehow, then possibly more. So I think I might just take the Honden here. This format seems relatively slow and grindy. So I think you can build a deck that can take advantage of Honden, hopefully. The format's grown on me a little bit, but it's still not. It's has a lot of bad cards and it's not a great format. Hairstrung Koto. Tap an untap creature you control. Target player puts a top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. That almost appeals to me, except there's another Honden. Can we actually be the Honden deck? Maybe this comes back. I don't know how we beat that. I don't know if anyone takes that though. I think we're taking another Honden. So now we can draw 2 cards and make 2 snakes every turn. And if that Hairstrung Koto comes back, we can play that as well and just make a bunch of snakes and mill our opponent out. That sounds pretty sweet. One problem that I can foresee happening is we don't have a lot of ways of splashing. Like, I would like to play this Yamabushi's Flame. I guess if we're heavy green, we could try to be like a 5-color green deck. I don't know if that's actually a thing in Kamigawa. Let's take Yamabushi's Flame. I think it's the best card. So we're going to want to value fixing of some kind or another. Feral Deceiver can get big and tramply. Gains flying. Beginning of your upkeep, sack a snake. When it deals combat damage to a player, they skip their next untap step. Sounds risky. Guess we can take this Orochi Sustainer. Doesn't really fix our mana per se, but it helps us play our Hondens quicker. I haven't really tried green in this format, so we will see. Assume if we can play these on like turn 3 or turn 4. It's a pretty big game. And maybe we can figure out a way to flash Yamabushi's Flame. Nice 2-1 for 5, 4-1 flyer for 6, 3-3 for 6. Kamigawa is the land of horrible cards. Maybe take this 5-5 trample, I guess. What does this do? You can tap it, target creature you control other than Hishuka's guard has shroud as long as Hishuka's guard remains tapped. Alright, let's take this big thing. Moss Kami. So what are Kamis? I am not up on my... What culture is this? Japanese? Japanese lore? I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue. Probably don't want to return all our creatures to our hand, but thanks anyway, part the Water Veil. 2-2 Shroud for 2 is on curve at least. That might be what we're taking. Gale Force is an interesting sideboard card just to wipe out all the flyers. But I think we'll take Humble Badoku. Another Humble Badoku maybe? Hinder is probably fine-ish. A lot of reach through mist going around, but they're just redraws. It's a lot harder to build the arcane deck. So let's take Humble Badoku. Shroud is a blessing and a curse. I mean, it means it's not going to get killed by anything. Also means we can't target it with pump spells, equip it with anything. So, I don't know. Good and bad associated with a Shroud in this format. There are a lot of equipment. So not being able to equip is definitely a downside. We haven't got much fixing for our 5-color green plan, if that's even a thing. See, like, Kadama's Might is really sweet, but Humble Badoku makes it worse. Can't be blocked by spirits. +1/+1 as long as it's legendary, it gets additional +2/+2 as long as it's red, it has trample. Yeah, I guess we take Kadama's Might. Would rather have Kadama's Reach, but hey, gotta take what the Kadama gives you. Feral Deceiver. Ooh, there we go. Ugh. That is technically fixing. It's also horrible. 1 mana 1/1, pay green, add a mana of any color. It might be necessary. Is Humble Deceiver worth it? 3-2 for 3. You can reveal the top card. If it's land, it becomes a 5/4 with trample until end of turn. That is kind of big if you reveal a land. Let's take the fixing. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You can reveal a creature card from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom. No thank you, lifted by clouds. Target creature blocks this if able. When it deals combat damage, creature does not untap. Alright. I guess that's fine. Enchant creature, tap an untapped creature you control, untap enchanted creature. Feels like a combo card, but not for us. We'll take this Hanakami. Alright, we'll take the rare, I guess, since nothing else is really relevant. I guess there could be a world in which we played this. Man, more horrible cards. Take the Forest Walk, so we can randomly hose the Green Mirror. It'll take us 20 turns, but hey, it'll get there eventually. So how good is this deck? I have absolutely no clue. I do like Hondens. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. Part the Veil. Return all creatures you control to their owner's hand. That pesky little you control text. Yeah, I can't imagine us wanting to play this. And Reg Dealer, last but not least. And our rare is Life Gift. Whenever you play a land, you gain a life. Hooray! Ninja the Depowers is sweet. I do like that. Whenever you cast a Spirit Arcane, put a key counter on it. If there are 2 more, you flip it into something that we don't know, because Moto is odd like that. Prevent all damage would be dealt to target creature this turn. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, add that much green mana to your mana pool. Overblaze doubles up on damage. Child of Thorns is probably alright. Protection from non-spirits could be relevant. I think I either want this Torrent of Stone, just as a removal spell, or Ninja of Depowers, which is a sweet, tricky card. This doesn't target, right? Yeah, just return an unblock attacker. So we can, like, attack with the Humble Badoku, Ninja, or is Torrent of Stones more necessary? I'm taking Ninja. I like drawing cards more than I like killing things. Probably not wise, but aww. Get past this big green thing, but it doesn't really help us because we don't have many spirits. Well, 1 spirit. This makes spirits. Ninja, snake, monk, snake, snake. When you cast a Spirit Arcane spell, put a key counter on it, remove X key counters, add X-Man of any color. Doesn't seem great. Not great. Target creature gains Shroud and can't be blocked. I like this Shinobi. We could end up being like the Ninja deck. Bushido 1, when a Samurai dies, you can put a counter on it. That card's probably decent. We're not in white yet, though. I guess we're not in black yet, either. Alright, I'm going to take this Okaibagang Shinobi. Ooh, man, this card is so good. And another Ninja? Alright, well, let's take another Ninja of the Depowers. That removal spell is really good, though. Just destroy things all day. Quillmane Baku, whenever you cast Spirit Arcane, put a key counter on it, pay 1, tap it, remove X key counters, return target creature with converted mana X or less from graveyard to your hand. We don't have any low converted mana cost spirits, which makes Soul Shift less exciting. I guess it makes this less exciting too. Defender Reach, power and toughness equal to the number of forests we controls. Damage equal to the number of arcane spells in a graveyard. Ire of Kaminari. Alright, we'll take Quillmane. Not great, but we'll take it. Life Spinner, 3/3. Sacrifice 3 spirits, search your library for a legendary spirit. Oh, well, I mean, this is just a hill giant in a format where there's not many hill giants, so I will take it just as a 3/3 for 4, I think. Toils of Night and Day, we already read that. Stream of Consciousness, we played this in our last deck. Moonlit Strider is decent, I believe, in the Spirit deck, but I think we just take Life Spinner. Another Stream of Consciousness. Gain 3 life, splice onto Arcane Suite. Secure Tribe Spring Color, beginning your upkeep, add a green to your mana pool. Until end of turn, it doesn't empty from your mana pool at the end of turn or phases. Also, Child of Thorns. 1 mana, 1/1, sack it to give a creature +1/+1 till end of turn. Guess we'll take that big snake. It's not great, I don't know if we'll play it. We're getting down near the bottom of the barrel. Gnarl Mass is good. Just a 3/3 for 3. This thing is huge, but it's also 9 mana, which is pretty much an infinite amount of mana. Splinter, not really playable. Put a land on top of its owner's library. Phantom Wings. Enchanted creature has flying. Sacrifice Phantom Wings, return enchanted creature. Alright, that's fine. That's a 2 mana bounce spell that can also just give one of our big things flying. So when it's all said and done, we might just be a straight blue-green Ninja of Deep Hours deck with no removal, since we're not really getting very many good ways of splashing things. And now we get, well, green is definitely open. Life Gift, I don't think we can play that. Protection from non-spirits. I think we're either taking this or Child of Thorns. I think we're going to take the Protection of Spirits card from Spirits and just plan on putting it in the sideboard. And bunch of stuff we're not really interested in. Now I guess we take Child of Thorns. Also not sure we'll play that. Well, good news is green is open. Bad news is I have no idea if our deck's good. I'm going to take this thing because it can kill stuff. Skullmane Baku. Gets a key counter whenever you cast a Spirit Arcane spell. Pay 1 tap it. Remove X key counters. Creature gets -X, -X. We can't really play it, but we might not play this Okaiba Gang Shinobi either. Oh, Mark of the Oni. This can steal a creature for a turn. I guess we'll take another Harbinger of Spring. Harbinger. Everyone says I say that one wrong. They're probably right. I'm not gonna argue. I say enough things wrong that if someone tells me I said it wrong, I just kind of take it at face value now. Half of the time, though, it's because the English is a messed up language. Like, Bogles should be Boggles. Come on now, crazy English people. Bogles. Bogles isn't even a word. Well, it is a word, but it shouldn't be a word. And we can gain some life. Alright, let's see what's in the new pack. I think the most valuable card is Oboru Palace in the Clouds. Rally the Horde. Exile the top card of your library. Exile the top card of your library. Exile the top card of your library. If the last card exiled isn't a land, repeat the process. Put a 1/1 red warrior creature token into the battlefield for each non-land exile that way. Oh my lord. I have no idea what that does, and we are not going to take it because of that. Nico Ona destroys an enchantment. Whenever you cast a Spirit Arcane, you get it back from graveyard. Seek the Horizons. Gets 3 basic lands in your hand. Yuki Ona destroys an artifact, just like the Nico Ona, but for artifacts. Tap enchanted creature, untap enchanted creature. 2/2, when it deals combat damage, tap creature doesn't untapped. Gains reach until end of turn. That does not feel great. I think we want either Freed for the Real, because it's like a really bad pacifism effect, or the 6/6 Night Soil Kami, or 6/4/4/6. I think I'm taking Freed from the Real, though, since it's removal. Well, probably take Shakashima the Imposter. Basically a clone. Except you can bounce it back to your hand for 4 during your end step. Also, Fiddlehead Kami. Go 1/1 for 1 with Soul Shift 7. Oppressive Will. Yeah, we'll take Shakashima. I do like some clones. We do not have much fixing, which is making me lean towards being just blue-green and getting rid of Okaiba Gang Shinobi and Yamabushi's Flame. Kaho Minamo Historian. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 3 instants, exile them, pay X, tap it, cast an instant without paying its mana cost. We do not want that. Counter a spell, unless its controller plays 2. Gotta pay 4 and tap it. Or you can discard it with Channel, one of the sweet odd mechanics from Saviors. To counter a spell unless its controller pays 4. Kashi Tribe Elite's probably fine. Legendary snakes have Shroud. When it deals combat damage to a creature, tap that creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. All these number of cards in your hand things. Yeah, let's take Kashi Tribe Elite. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Put a 1/1 snake in onto the battlefield for each card in your hand. Epic. For the rest of your game, you can't cast spells. Beginning of your each upkeep, you copy this spell except for the epic ability. Should we do it? This thing seems like a beating. 3/4 flyer for 4 is insane in this format. Gotta bounce a white creature every upkeep. I mean, we can't play it, but I don't think anyone's gonna be crazy enough to take Endless Swarm, so let's take Freed from the Real and get Endless Swarm on the wheel, perhaps. What do we have here? Shinin of Flight's Wings. 3/3 flying. Discard it by paying 1 blue with Channel. Target creature gains flying. Yeah, I guess we just take that. Can tap a creature when it enters the battlefield. Get a sweet lightsaber. Yeah, we'll take this flying thing. So is this deck reasonable? We have good card draw. We can make some snakes. We got double Ninja Deep Hours, which is really sweet to draw some more cards. So we should be able to draw a lot of cards with this deck. Phantom Wings up one of our Ninja the Deep Hours. Twin Cast, not for us. Okaina Night Watch. As long as there are more cards in hand than each opponent gets +3/+3, that actually seems really big. Because we are going to be drawing cards. It's either that or just another Freed from the Real. We don't really want too many Freed from the Reals, though. Like, we do have to pay a mana for each time we tap the creature. So we might just take this Night Watch. That seems like it's really big for its mana cost. And with Honden and Double Ninja, there's a decent chance that we should be able to have more cards than our opponent. Whenever you cast a Spirit Arcane spell, reveal the top 3 cards of your library, put all lands, reveal that way into your hand, put the rest at the bottom in any order. Alright. Try it. Might play it, main deck. We're probably going to have to, we're to the point where we're going to have to cut something. The question is, what do we cut? Might be one of these 1-drops. Might be this, since we're not really splashing at this point. We didn't get enough fixing to really splash, and we're straight blue-green. Ooh, another one? Alright. Well, we're just going to try to play big things and hope that that gets us there. Backed up by Freed from the Real to tap down our opponent's threats. That's the plan. Guess we can take this just because it gains reach until end of turn. Might be relevant in some world. I guess Oppressive Will is a fine sideboard card if we're going to be drawing cards. Just a counter spell. Counters it unless the spell's controller pays 1 for each card in our hand. So if we're drawing extra cards with Honden, Ninjas, could be alright. Definitely gets worse in the late game, but that's typical of conditional counters, so I guess that's not really a big shocker. Murmurs from Beyond. Reveal the top 3 cards of your library. An opponent chooses one of them, put that card in your graveyard and the rest in your hand. So you get your 2 worst cards out of the top 3. Let's take Dosen's Oldest Chant as a sideboard card. Yikes. Whenever you cast a Spirit or Arcane, you can sacrifice it to draw a card. Alright, we'll take another one of those Stalker things. Return target enchanted permanent to its owner's hand. Fiddlehead Kami, 3/3 for 5. Put a land from your hand on the battlefield. Alright, we're basically just taking sideboard cards. Like, if we play a really aggressive deck, we can bring in some life gain. If we somehow play an enchantment deck, we can bring in Cut Earthly Bonds. If we play a bunch of flyers, we have these Bird Stalkers, which are admittedly horrible, but they will trade with a flyer. Got these Harbingers for decks with lots of non-spirits, so I think we're basically going to run it as is. We got to cut 1 card of some kind. It might be this 2/4 for 4, feels bad. Child of Thorns doesn't feel great either, but it is a 1-drop. Gnarled Mass. Also maybe this thing, Quillmane, Baku. just because we don't have many spirit or arcane spells. So it's just like a 3/3 for 5. Let's get rid of that. And our sideboard, is there anything relevant? So this is sideboard if we run into, I don't know, I don't know what colors it would be. I don't know this format well enough. But a deck with a lot of non-spirits, I guess it could be fine. Sideboard for like a burn deck or some sort of really aggro deck. It's not great, but gain 6 life, draw a card. It's the draw card part makes it a little more palatable. This one's for the spirit deck, I guess, or something. The blue deck with a lot of flyers. This I don't think we can reasonably play. Oppressive Will. Answers one big spell. Cut earthly bonds, enchantments. Yeah, let's run it like this. 11 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we do have a lot more green than blue. We do want to have blue for this ninja, though. Yeah, I guess 11 and 6 is fine. Alright, we're going to run it like this. Be back with our final rough drafts of Kamigawa block. I will see you for round 1.